Figure it out.
Hello, this is Adam Koralik with Figure It Out Productions. The following video is part of our Quick Shoot series and is intended to aid the Dreamcast and gaming community.
Hey guys, it's Adam here, and today I got a package that comes from Germany, specifically from a company called Hucast, and I'm just going to open it and then we'll talk about it. So let's find the edge here. And inside, what it is, we got a couple of, let's make sure we got everything. Okay, we got a couple of items here, plus a little sticker. What it is a brand new Sega Dreamcast game called Ghostblade. Now I have 2 copies of it, which I'll explain why that is in just a few minutes. But first, in case you're not aware, yes, the Sega Dreamcast, my favorite game console of all time, still gets brand new games released for it every once in a while, which is awesome. However, these games are not games that are made by like Sega or Capcom or Ubisoft or Activision or any of the big companies like that. They're done by independent developers and publishers. People like Hucast, they're just little companies, guys with a passion for making games, and one of the platforms they'll typically put their games on is the Dreamcast, of course, otherwise they wouldn't be Dreamcast games, would they? But yeah, I mean, they'll also put them on, Steam and stuff like that, but yeah, luckily for those of us in the Dreamcast scene, you get to actually pick that up, and for me that's awesome because I'm a Dreamcast super fan. It's my, like I said, favorite console of all time. I have every game ever released for it. And I always support all the indie stuff. And just in case you're not aware right now, if you're into the Dreamcast, now's a pretty good time in the Dreamcast independent scene. There's a lot of games that are about to drop, even within this year still, 2015, there's still a few that are coming up. There's a bunch that were announced, there's some that are going through Kickstarter that were successful, like Saber Rider was successful. Which I was really happy to hear about because I wasn't totally sure it was going to make it, but it did. And there's another one called Alice Dreams Tournament, I think is what it's called, and I'll put a link to that in the description if you want to check it out. That one looks pretty cool. It's kind of like a Bomberman type of game, but one thing that's cool about that is that they're also releasing a new accessory for it. All right, so on the Dreamcast controller there's the slot for the VMU, and the VMU is not backlit. These guys have decided, hey, we're going to use that rear slot to make like a flashlight that kind of links over and just illuminates the VMU, kind of like the way, there were some accessories for the original Game Boy that did that. Same basic idea. There's also a new Dreamcast wireless controller that's out now, which I don't have, I may not get because it's pretty expensive, but my point is, how awesome is that? The Dreamcast scene has so much juice behind it right now. That's really very neat. So yeah, the latest release in this whole series is Ghostblade. Now, I'm a little late to the party on this because Ghostblade released, I believe it was September 18th, 2015. And I didn't get it until mid-October 2015. Now the reason for that, unfortunately, was that it wasn't that I didn't order it, it was that it was stuck in customs for a while. I'm not really sure why, but it was. But it doesn't matter, it's here now. Now let's talk about the versions themselves. So right here we have the regular edition of the game, which you can see the front there, and the back, and the side. There you go. Let me open it up real quick, and then you can see the inside as well. Very, very nice packaging on this. And there we go. Let me open it up. Inside you have the manual here, which is bigger than I would have expected actually. It's got a few pages. Full color! Full color! That's nice. Wow. And of course it's got the disc right there. This looks very, very nice. I like that. And then we also have over here, this is the limited edition of the game. Now, like I said, I'm a super fan, so I end up getting all the versions of this stuff generally. There's another version of it called the Collector's Edition, which hasn't shipped yet. It doesn't ship until, I don't think, November, so I'll probably get it in like December at some point. That one was super rare. They only announced that. They announced that at the same time they announced these, and they sold out very quickly back in like early 2013. Yeah, I know. Welcome to the Dreamcast scene. You order a game, literally years go by before it comes out. It's accepted, it's normal. But anyway, there's the front of the limited edition, and there's the back, and there's the side, and inside you got the manual again, but it's got 2 discs. Now one, of course, is the game, and then the other is a music CD, which is just the soundtrack for the game, which is really very cool because a lot of these Hucast games, much to my surprise, actually have really good music. So yeah, I've actually listened to it on a regular basis. So like I said, a little late to the party because I got this after a lot of fellow Dreamcast superfans did. However, I got to play it at Gamescom in summer in Germany in 2015, so no. But I did get to play it. I liked it a lot, and I got to talk to Renee, the guy who runs Hucast, very nice guy. And yeah, it was really cool to check it out, and now to actually have a copy of it, because this is a pretty cool game, and I want to thank Hucast for doing that. I should say that in regards to the discs, because this does come up a lot, the discs are not CDRs. You know, they're not like some guy burned it on his computer and then shipped it to you. Like, these are made in a factory. They're printed, they're pressed, very professional, very, very nice. So like I said, there is that collector's edition, so when I get that, I'll show it to you guys, probably in Playload. I don't think it's going to get its own video. There's also a jewel case version if you want that to fit in. That just, like with your normal CD collection of Dreamcast games. I don't have that one, but mostly because that one was just announced, but whatever. Maybe I'll pick that up later. But yeah, very, very cool. It also came with this little sticker that says 2015 and just shows the ship. Very, very cool.
So I'm going to go ahead and show you some gameplay here. But first, this warning, which is funny. I don't know if any other Dreamcast independent games had warnings like this, but I just don't remember it being so obvious. Anyway, there's this cool intro that's going to come up here, so I want you to watch that. I'll shut up for a second. Right on. So that was pretty neat, huh? I just thought it was interesting. It actually had Play Asia in there. So anyway, this is the title screen. Now there's all sorts of options to like change the screen and everything. I picked this character obviously, and I also picked Novice because I suck. I went ahead and just kind of skipped to the boss battle because I actually made some decent progress in this game, and so I'm just going to show you a few of the boss battles in general because you'll get a good sense of how the gameplay works. And that I'm not that good at it, but I tried my best. But yeah, okay, so obviously you can see that this game plays as a vertical shmup, and they made a big deal about that when I was at Gamescom, that they were just like, yeah, don't forget this one's vertical, you know, we care about it being vertical. It does offer the option of horizontal if you prefer that, but that wasn't their recommendation. I just thought you guys, I should pass that little bit of information along there. You may have, of course, noticed that the game is eerily quiet because all you're really hearing is the sound effects and no music. Despite the fact that this game actually has really good music, I actually took it out because, unfortunately, the past few Hucast games I've covered, I've gotten, like, strikes on the music, because apparently the music isn't owned by Renee, so it's whatever, but I did that. But yeah, that's the end of the first level there. And so now I'll show you. I skip ahead now to the second level. Again, I'm not showing you the bulk of the levels. I'm just showing you basically the boss fights. Although you can see, you know, obviously a little hint of what the actual levels are like. I guess I could have done that either way. I could have shown just the level and then the one boss, but I thought this might be more interesting. I also could have shown gameplay plus the boss, but then we were talking about like 20 minutes of footage, and I didn't think it needed it. So, but yeah, I didn't learn until, I don't know if it was during this fight or the next fight, but you see how the blasts are coming out from all sides like that? I didn't realize until later you can actually concentrate them all in one area to cause maximum damage to something, which you'll see. I just don't remember if I do it in this part or not. I'm looking at this footage and I'm blown away that my character. Ah, there we go. Because I was gonna say I can't believe I was still alive through all of that. So a couple other things people might want to know about this game from a technical standpoint is that, like all Dreamcast independent games, the game is region free. So, you know, if you have a PAL or European unit, Australian unit, or if you have an American unit or Japanese unit, whatever your Dreamcast is, it doesn't matter. It'll be able to play this. Sometimes I get questions like, oh, does it support the VMU? Oh, and there you can see I'm targeting all the energy into the one blast, like I said, just so you can get a sense of what that looks like. Actually, all right, back to the VMU thing. People ask me, like, oh, does it work with memory cards? Yes, it works with memory cards. It actually has a little display on there that says the Ghost Blade. They take advantage of it. It's really very cool. It functions just like any normal Dreamcast game would, so there you go. Also, for the record, I recorded this. This is being played back through VGA and then going through my VGA to HDMI scaler, so I'm able to capture the footage, which is a large part of the reason why it looks so good. Yeah, I never play things through like composite or anything like that because I hate that shit. But yeah, so that was the boss from the second level, and obviously now we're on the boss of the third level here. And obviously these get progressively harder and harder and harder. I think I only made it to the fourth level, and not bad for me because as much as I love shmups, I'm just not very good at them. I'm still looking at my own performance here and like, wow, how did I manage to do that? Because I feel like I'm almost having a seizure from the lighting, you know, like, but no, for what it's worth, I thought this was pretty fun. I think this is better than a lot of the shmups that I've seen on the Dreamcast in recent years, so I would actually recommend this one, I think, more than I would most of them. But, you know, that's up to you, of course. If you're into the Dreamcast, you might want to check this out and pick it up and just support the Dreamcast scene. Like I said, I always support the Dreamcast scene, but again, you know, I'm a super fan. I don't expect everyone to do that. But, you know, if this looks fun to you, I'd say pick it up. There's actually, the jewel case version of this is like 30 euros, which right now is, given the exchange rate, is like, I don't know, like $35. It's not that bad. So they ship internationally. You can buy it at Hucast. I'll put a link in the description. You can also get it at Play Asia if you want. But yeah, I was also thinking, do you guys want me to do a video about the Dreamcast scene in general and why I think it's being successful? Let me know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all later.